Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a current favorites video. I haven't done one recently and I was thinking about all these products that are really wowing me. So many of them are drugstore, probably more than ever. The drugstore is killing it, just coming out with a ton of new products, and I'm loving a lot of these products. So I want to tell you about some eyeshadow palettes, some bronzers, just lip products, skincare, tons of different stuff. So if you want to know what I've been loving currently in the beauty realm, then please keep watching. My first favorite is a skincare product that I've been trying under wraps for a while now to see my thoughts before I decided to work with this company. So this is sponsored by BeautyStat, and I am so proud to be sponsored by them because I'm telling you guys, this product has changed my skin. I feel so strongly about this. It's changed my regimen and I cannot believe what this has done for my skin. So this is the BeautyStat Universal C Skin Refiner. Essentially, it's a vitamin C serum. I cannot believe what this has done for my pores, my texture, my breakouts, and my scarring that I had down here without making me dry or flaky. It's just unbelievable. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the product because I feel so strongly about it. So if you're not familiar with BeautyStat, they have a popular blog. They're like the beauty experts for Allure and Refinery 29. Vitamin C is super beneficial for skincare and it's in a lot of products, but a lot of them are not stable. It'll turn brown and kind of oxidize, and that's the problem because it loses its efficiency. So they found a way to keep it stable from the first pump to the last. They actually did a comparison study comparing their product against like the leading vitamin C products in the skincare market and showed the difference in terms of how theirs stays potent and the other one kind of oxidizes and goes brown. So I'll link that down below in case you want to see that process. The two powerhouse ingredients in this product is vitamin C, obviously 20%, which is the highest they can do, and then also something called EGCG, which is the active component of green tea. So this product is dermatologist tested and approved. It's for all skin types, even sensitive, and I can vouch for that because I am sensitive. I have rosacea. So I'm going to tell you about my experience now with the product. So first of all, you can use it morning and night, which is what I've been doing consistently every day since I got the product. Put it on before I put on my moisturizer. So you're going to go in with this, and then you're going to do your moisturizer and your makeup. One thing I love about this, first of all, it is fragrance free. Thank you. That is such a huge deal because a lot of times companies put like citrus or these really fragrant like rose floral scents in there and it really irritates my skin. It has almost like a slip to it, almost like a pore filling primer, and it tingles. So that means that it's working, but it doesn't irritate, if that makes sense. It just feels like a little bit like of a tingle for maybe 30 seconds. I put it all over and I've noticed that it's actually helped my acne, which is crazy because usually I'm afraid to bring things down here, but I've actually been bringing it all the way down, and I feel like I've had less closed comedones. Even right here in like under my, lip and my chin area, I get like these little white heads. They're not really visible unless you kind of like get up close and you're extracting them, but I feel like they have like kind of vanished. It's really weird. Like I have way less congestion. I've noticed my pores seem reduced since I've been using this. I love wearing it under makeup. It just feels like my skin is firmer and brighter and smoother. That's kind of what I've noticed. This product is truly a powerhouse product. I would not be recommending it if I did not think so. It is pricey. It is $80, but it's investing in your skin. For me, this has replaced my retinoids, my retinols, all those things that I use to kind of combat my texture. I found that this just works better than all of those. So this cleanser, moisturizer, those are kind of my main things that I use every day, and it's easier and I get better results. So if you have any questions about this product or you want to check out the videos of them comparing it to other vitamin C products, I will leave everything linked down below. Highly recommend. My new favorite. I just can't wait to see over time how much better my results get. So just really happy to have found a product that is quick, easy, and effective. You know I'm all about that. So I'll have it linked down below, and let's get into some more favorites. Next up, I want to talk about an eyeshadow palette that's super affordable and has really been impressing me. This is the BH Cosmetics Daisy Marquez collection or collaboration. I have it on my eyes. I had it on my eyes in a previous video, and I've been using it pretty much every day that I do my eyeshadow. So this is what it looks like. And first of all, I love that this is not boring. This is not just like browns and neutrals with a pop of blue. So I love that you have the red and the yellow and these pastel colors, but you can still go neutral with these like deep kind of burgundy reds. I'm just really impressed with this palette, specifically the matte shades just blend so beautifully on the eyes. They just are really pigmented but really light and soft. They don't grab and they still give you that color payoff. Now this is a different kind of palette because the way that it's set up is you can put the little mirror top in here and kind of give yourself a little vanity, which I think it's nice for travel, but I don't know if it's like something that I really care about. I really care about how these blend, and every time I use them, they just blend seamlessly and they're so easy to work with. Now the shimmers are nice. I mean, they're just kind of typical shimmers, but I really love the mattes. Here are the shimmers. I have this purple one on my lid right now. So they're just like a typical shimmer. I mean, they are pretty, but I don't think that they're like anything, you know, different than a normal eyeshadow. But keep in mind, BH is very affordable. So I'm really into palettes that make it easy for me to do my eyeshadow. I don't want to be, you know, spending a bunch of time blending out choppy mattes, especially. I feel like shimmers are easier to work with. You can kind of build up a shimmer if you use like a wet brush or whatever, but mattes can be tricky, and I found that these are quite easy to work with and the price is right. So last I saw, this was almost out of stock, so I'll link it if it's in stock, but I'm sure it'll be restocked. But I think she did a great job in terms of the color selection, just being a little bit different but also wearable. So I'm really loving it. It's what I have on my eyes right now, and I think I want to do a tutorial with it because you guys have been asking. Next up, I have a brush that I purchased from Sephora that I've fallen in love with. This is the 72 Demi Fan from the Pro line. So I picked this up because I thought, you know, it'd be really nice to kind of do a bronze, like super easy, quick, just like on normal days when I don't want to spend a lot of time. But I've actually been enjoying it to contour with. So I just kind of take it like this, and even bronzing, I just kind of, you know, go like this around the perimeter of my face, and I find that it's so quick, so easy. It blends out really nicely. Now I also use it to just kind of, you know, bronze under my chin, get rid of that double chin, if you know what I'm saying. So I really, really like this. It's dense enough that it gives you that contour where it's not like flying all over, but it also has enough give where it's not going to give you that sharp line. I really, really like this. I recently watched the Tati video with Scott Barnes, and I ordered a brush from him that's quite similar to this, so I'll have to compare them because this is kind of pricey. I'm sure you can find like a dupe. Sometimes I even use it just to kind of go like this down the center of my nose, just to give me a more natural kind of bronze sun-kissed look. So really enjoying it. It is pricey, but I feel like you could use it for a lot of different things. Next up is a brow product that I didn't think I loved, and then I saw a YouTuber using it, and I was like, okay, let me pull that out again. This is the Brow Endowed by Urban Decay. So on one side you have a primer, which is basically just like a gimme brow with a kind of clear primer. Well, it's kind of like a milky primer. And then you have a colored side to kind of like a gimme brow color to kind of go through your brows. So I really like the primer side because to me, this is almost like the effect of soap brows, but it's easier because obviously you can travel with this and it's, you know, compact. So I just use the primer side to really brush my brow hairs up to make them bushier because I don't have a lot that I'm working with. And then I outline and I go on with my pomade or whatever I'm gonna use. This can be sticky and crunchy. If you don't like that, you will not like this. But if you want something to keep your brow hairs in place, this is a great product. Now they do have a colored side, which it's just like a gimme brow. It's nothing special, but I really find myself using the primer side. I took it with me to the cabin and I used it every single day, and it does leave a little bit of like a light kind of residue at first, and then it kind of settles down. So it's just like a brow gel is what I would describe it as. They say a brow primer, but to me it's just a brow gel with a little bit of like a creamy tint. So I like it because it helps me kind of make my eyebrows appear bushier than they are. But if you don't like that kind of stiff feeling, you might not like this. Next up, I have two bronzers from the drugstore that have been blowing my mind lately. And the first one is the new Milani bronzer. I have the shade Suntan. This is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. This bronzer is so forgiving. It's a nice cool tone that you can kind of contour with, but also bronze up your skin without looking orange. It's matte. It's just beautiful. I took this with me to the cabin and I used it every day, and it was just stunning. It's so forgiving. I don't know if it's just the shade, but it blends just beautifully, so I highly recommend this. As well as if I want more of an intense bronze, like a really sun-kissed, really tan bronze, I go in with the Butter Bronzer. I've recently picked this up. This is in Deep. And before I had kind of like the light or the medium, and I didn't get the hype as much, but I got the deep one. Again, cool toned enough that it's not gonna make you look orange, but it has a little bit of warmth that you just look bronzed. I don't know how else to say it. So I've been loving both of these. I've been picking them over my high-end bronzers. I dropped recently my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and that was like a sad day and it broke everywhere. So I've been reaching for these two and I've been loving them. Another kind of drugstore product, a little bit more expensive, you can get it at Target, is the matte liquid lipsticks from Pixi. I have the shade here, Matte Beige. These wear so beautifully. I would apply them at the beginning of the day, and then maybe like 8 hours in, I would have eaten and done all these things. So I would just apply it back over, and there was no clumping, there was no ring around the center of my lips. It just was so easy to reapply, and the colors are really nice. I know they have some like hot red colors, but they have a lot of neutrals as well. So I highly recommend this. This is like one of those formulas, kind of like the Jeffree Star to me, that I can just apply. I could apply gloss, and hours later I could just put it back on, and there's no clumping, no streakiness. It's just a beautiful formula. So I really like this shade. It's just an everyday nude matte beige, but they have a lot to choose from. Another lip product that I've been loving, I got a sample of, or not a sample, but a mini size, and I couldn't believe how beautiful this is. This is Meteor Shower Altered Universe Lip Gloss from Lipstick Queen. This is so pretty. I'm gonna apply it right now. It is like a bronzy, shimmery gold. It reminds me of the KKW bronze gloss, but this is like more of a gold. You guys know that I love a glittery lip gloss. I don't really like metallic, but I like the shiny glittery glosses. And this just has enough bang to really kind of show up, kind of like the KKW bronze gloss or the white Fenty one. I forget what it's called, How Many Carats or Diamond Milk, I can't remember, but this is like a gold version. So I really enjoy it. Every time I wear it, I just feel like my lips look really plump. It's comfortable, it's not sticky, it's just kind of the middle of the road gloss. I really love it. Next up, I had to give a shout out. I know I've talked about this, but I literally can't get over it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I just cannot believe how well this wears. To me, this is almost like an Estee Lauder Double Wear with a little bit more of like a dewy finish. It's not dewy, but the Double Wear is very thick and paint-like, whereas this is a little bit lighter of a version, but it lasts just as well. So I'm wearing it today. It's just become one of my new favorites. I mean, I'm preferring it over my Double Wear, and I don't know if it's because it has a pump or what, but it just looks so beautiful. I took this with me when I went on my trip, and I wore it through hiking. I mean, we did like a 3-mile hike, and it looked great. When I got home, I wore it from, I think, like 8 a.m. to midnight. I mean, it just looked good all day. I'm just super impressed with this. Everybody's talking about it, and there's a reason, because it's just a really good formula. It's really affordable. I want to pick out a couple more shades. This one works for me, but I want to get like a lighter one and a deeper one for kind of my stages of self-tan, but I highly recommend this. And then lastly, I wanted to mention a hair product that I got from Target. This is the Kristen S Weightless Shine Leave-In Conditioner. So I've used it down to here. I've been using it for a couple months now, and I really enjoy this. So I just get out of the shower and spray it in my damp hair. It has a nice light scent, but it doesn't weigh my hair down. It doesn't feel greasy, but it gives me like that detangling kind of conditioner feel, and I really just enjoy it. I have extensions in, MBR extensions that are beaded in, so I have to be easy on them, and it just keeps my hair tangle free. It smells nice, it styles nice, and it's affordable. So I will link it down below. I've tried a couple of her products and I really like them so far. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. This is kind of like a new brand that I've been looking into. Alright guys, so that's everything for my current favorites. I have a lot of stuff that I'm using and trying, and I'll mention it in a couple weeks when I keep using it and decide if they become favorites. There's a lot of stuff that I've used 2 or 3 times that I'm really like, ooh, I really love this, but I don't want to mention it because it's not something that I've tried and tested and really got my full thoughts on. So I'll have a video coming soon because there's a lot that I'm like, ooh, I'm excited about, but I just have to use it some more. Don't forget to check out that Beauty Stat Vitamin C Skin Refiner. I'm telling you, it will change your skin. It's done wonders for me, and everything else will be linked down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.